They sure like their quotes in that game. So we've been to pretty much the whole west half of the city. So we should start looking into the eastern half. I think first I'm going to go to East Street. There's a couple things we can do in the Bracers Guild. And also in the Fishing Club. Let's start here. We can get more minigame fodder. Hi, Michelle. I started playing that Palm Party Overall game. I guess want to have a go at it? We can have ourselves a friendly little match if you're free. Kind of want to go back immediately and do it. And also, we can talk to Shizuku and Kia. Hi, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hey there, Kia. Looks like you two are having fun. It's been some time since we last met, Shizuku. Hee, yes, it has. So this girl's the Divine Blade of Wind's daughter, eh? She's just as cute as you said. See, I told you. That voice, you're Noelle, right? You helped me make a present for my father once. Wow, you remember me? Considering it was just the once, I'm flattered. Kia did tell me that the SSS had new members. Are you two the ones she meant? What's the hemisphere? The pleasure is all mine. Likewise, it's nice to meet you. Hold on, Shizuku. You gotta introduce yourself too. Oh, yes, you're right. I'm Kia's friend, Shizuku McLean. The Special Support Section has been a great help to my father this past year. I'd like to thank you all again for all that you've done for him. I think Arius has been a greater help to us, to be frank. And that's putting it lightly. Saved our lives like 3 times. That's not true at all. He said it was because of you that they were able to put an end to that incident a while ago. Shizuku's a good kid, ain't she? Always the thoughtful one. Did you guys come because you wanted to play too? Sorry, Kia, we only came to say hi since it's been so long. We still got work to do, so you two feel free to play your hearts out. You got it. Have a nice day, everyone. Good luck with your work. So that's a little bond event for Kia specifically. Now, what else? There's some stuff in the Fishing Club. It's going to be a little event. I'm not quite sure we can actually do what follows from this event yet, but I might as well just get it started. Usakeruna! Cut the crap! How much longer are you gonna play us for fools before you're satisfied? The hell? Some kind of fight going on? Oh no, not again. I guess Randy missed this last time. Hey guys, is something wrong? Oh, look who's here. You arrived at the perfect time. Get a load of this, Lloyd. This long-faced loach and his friends scoped out a bunch of fishing holes across the state. Not only that, but they're holding them hostage so they can hog all for themselves. Holding them hostage? Yep, he said that the spots they claimed are off limits to anyone who isn't a part of his stupid little club. I ignored them and cast my line anyway, but one of their goons cut it. That sounds horrible. Is there some reason you can't set aside your differences? It's just fishing, right? Noelle, you can't say that to them. Just fishing? Huh, I refuse to so much as toss a line alongside this shoddy group of amateurs. Compared to my elite team of anglers, they are simply an unsightly blemish, one intent on lingering at that. What's wrong with being an amateur? You don't have to be a pro to enjoy the sport of it. Listen, you all might have some tournament credentials to your names, but that doesn't give you the right to discredit our members. We've got some ace anglers in our ranks too. Do you now? Yeah, Certain's right. Sure, I had to hand over my title, but I was still a bona fide master fisher. Ha 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 ha. So you do have some backbone in you after all, how amusing. Then, if you insist, why not face off against us in a series of anglers' duels? Anglers' duels? Have you lost your mind? What's that? It's exactly what it sounds like, a battle of the baits. Anglers' duels are the be-all and end-all of every fisherman out there. They were so annoying in Trails from the Sky the Second. That's right, your pride, your honor, everything you have and everything you are goes on the line for these matches. I can't say I've ever participated in one, but I have heard about fishermen who've lost all of their worldly possessions to an angler's duel. That's just how intense they are. Defeat isn't an option when the stakes are so high. Seriously? Get a grip, guys. It's just fishing. So, what are your terms? Let's see. My 4 elite comrades have already joined me in crossbow. No gods, no kings, only fishing. Let's see. My 4 elite comrades have already joined me in crossbow. If a single one of you manages to defeat every one of us, victory is yours. How does that sound? You're welcome to challenge us as many times as you like, but until you win, you will succumb to our every whim. Of course, those whims will be limited to the piscatorial, mind you. And if we win, I do suppose there's an infinitesimal chance that a miracle beyond your wildest dreams could occur. How about this? For each victory over one of my members, we will return that respective fishing spot. If you do manage to defeat the 5 of us, we will withdraw from crossbow and relinquish your offer. Relinquish your office. Furthermore, I will abide by a single request upon your unlikely victory. You will? Are you kidding? Question, why should they believe a word out of your mouth? There's nothing stopping you from going back on your promise if they win. No, it's like Peter said, anglers' duels are the final word when it comes to a fisherman's dignity. These guys may be a school of pompous basses, but I can tell their pride as anglers is unmatched. They'll make good on their promise, we can be confident about that. If you say so. I suppose it's a matter of integrity. You've defied my expectations, Certain. I'm impressed you can even comprehend. I do like the fishing puns. Well, what course of actions will you take? Will you rise to the occasion? Or will you swim away like the little tadpoles you are? I mean, they had me at Battle of the Baits. Alright, we're in. As you wish. Are you sure about this, Certain? If we can't beat them, we'll end up having to do whatever they say forever. But on the flip side, that means that we can challenge them as many times as we want too. Honestly, it sounds like it won't be that hard to pull a win out of this. Doesn't matter how strong they are, nobody's streak can last forever. You might be right. I can see you've yet to fully grasp what it means to be an angler. Not that it's any concern of mine. I should note, however, that you are only eligible to challenge me once you have defeated the other 4. Furthermore, you must first earn the right to challenge them by fulfilling certain pre-specified conditions. We're too busy to waste our time on anglers who've yet to prove their skill. We're too busy sitting by a lake for months of the game's time. I hope I can make myself clear. Yeah, Crystal, Certain. Very well. Do inquire with our receptionist, Salem, if you need any further explanations regarding our wager. I am admittedly curious to see whether you're worthy of tackling the Imperial Fishing Club's Elite 4. There's a lot at stake with these anglers' duels. Don't worry, this will be a piece of cake. All we need is for one of us to grind that Lake Lord jerk into ground bait. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be that person, to be honest with you. I'm rather concerned about these Elite 4 of his as well. True, we can challenge them as often as we want, so with enough elbow grease, we'll surely win eventually. But I get the feeling that it won't be as easy as Scope thinks. Rumor has it that every one of them outstrips even a master fisherman in terms of skill. We'll see about that. Personally, I'm happy things are finally heating up. Let's head back to our new branch and hold a strategy meeting. You have a new branch? The manager found us a building along the East Crossbow Highway to use as our new office. Though it's not much of an office as it is abandoned. It is an abandoned old boat rental shed. Sure, it's small, worn down and in shambles, but it's near a stream, so fishing will be easier than ever for us. Sounds comfy, yeah? It's just the place for a group of anglers looking to make a fresh start. You'll see a sign for it on the East Crossbow Highway, a fair distance out from Tangram Gate. We're probably gonna visit soonish. Just follow the arrow and head south to get to the boathouse. You're welcome to visit us if you ever find the time, Lloyd. Will do. Now then, we're gonna do something about these anglers' duels, one way or another. But since we're short on members, we'd appreciate if you could help pad our numbers a bit, Lloyd. Sure, I don't want to miss my favorite fishing holes either. Let's do this together. I fight for my friends. It's nice to see Lloyd get so excited about something, isn't it? I've never really understood the draw of fishing, but at least there's a large, passionate community to share it with. Hello. No, I'm good. I just wanted to talk to her. Eagerly anticipate finding your bait's worth? Okay. Let's walk around here a bit, talk to a couple people. We did do that already. I want to go to Acacia. Maybe talk to Noah's mom. I wonder if she'd like those expensive cookies I picked up from the Times. They should be around here somewhere. Mom, you can't seriously be thinking of what? Bring my youngest daughter her lunch and a well-deserved snack? The police are extremely busy preparing for the conference, no? If I don't do it, who will? Fred's not a little girl anymore, Mom. She can take care of herself. And you showing up during work would be perfectly fine, Noelle. I'm sure she'll love it, and that's final. Oh, I get it now. You'd like it if I dropped by the SSS to do the same for you, wouldn't you? Very well. A mother does what she must. That's not what I was... Mom! This is cute. This must be where Fran gets it from. Hi, Kryle. Our kitchen is a ton on the small side, but there are a few flower pots from the front that I can use for gardening, so I think this will do just fine. I love our new home. But you've been acting strange since we got here, Marie. Maybe you're in shock because of how suddenly we moved. I've begun commuting to the IBC, much like our other employees. Now that I've finally settled in from our move, I need to start tackling my work in earnest. That's nice. I like following up with that family. I think they were cute even in the previous game. Let's see. Anything over here? Hi, Shan. The lady at the counter over there says she's a reporter from Liberal. Maybe I can get her to take a cute picture of me. I'm probably not going to recognize the name. Reporter Noticia. No, Noticia? Like news in Spanish? Okay. This restaurant feels as authentic as any of the ones in the Eastern Quarter. I wonder if Niall and Dorothy are over there having an Eastern lunch of their own right now. I don't really remember the name though. She might be a side character from Trails in the Sky, but who knows? Not me. I didn't pay enough attention to those games, sadly. To the side characters. Like, in this one it's nice because everyone is sort of around a hub area. In freaking Trails of the Sky, if you want to check what's happening in other cities, you have to fucking walk there. And there are multiple towns, with multiple screens filled to the brim with random monsters all over the place. It's just not worth it. To a degree, Cold Steel is kind of like this game too, because you're mostly around the school. Though that changes in the little expeditions that they do. And at that point it becomes kind of annoying as well. And also when you get your freedom back, because there are just so many places you can explore. Okay, next up would be... Okay, they're telling me about the back alley. I guess it's fine to actually do the event that I skipped last time. Let's do that. Well, look who it is. Commander Randolph in the flesh. You here to pay us another visit? Rennie must know them from his Red Constellation days. Looks like you made yourself right at home, huh, Sax? How's the new HQ treating you? Pretty good, you could say. Is Jaeger his last name? New Blank's Crossbow branch is right down the road too, so it makes for a convenient location. You guys always were painstaking to a fault. My uncle and Shirley around? Nah, the vice leader and young miss went out on some business. You wanna leave them a message? I'll pass it along for you, no problem. Nah, don't worry about it. Let's get out of here, Lloyd. Right. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon, Commander. Out of business my ass. Those two are ducking me, again. This is the first time you've tried to see them? He told me to keep my schedule open, but I haven't heard a peep since. The guy won't even show his face when I try to meet him in person. What's up with that? I get the sense that this is one of those don't call us, we'll call you sort of deals. Sounds like we're on our own finding leads about the Red Constellation for today then. It's fine. There's still plenty of time to search for clues while we finish our support requests. It's fine. There's still plenty of time to search for clues while we finish our support requests. Okay, next up, we got stuff in the downtown district. Also just checking something real quick. Anyway, downtown district first. This should be the last area inside the city, I believe. Though there's some stuff outside of it that we'll probably explore next time around. But first of all... Sister Reese. Oh, I should try asking Anna. Being a witch, she would surely be able to find Ron, he thought. He began to run along the path back towards Anna's hut. Suddenly, he heard a loud cry. And then? Can we get to the food already? You brought some bread, didn't you? Let's just swipe it while she isn't looking. It looks like Reese is here to teach Sunday school. That's a famous fairy tale she's reading to them. It's kind of nice to watch. He headed toward the sound and found Ron and a great, frightening... a great, frightening what? Boring. Wanna just take a nap until it's feeding time, Roos? Yup, definitely. Oh, I just remembered. You'll be writing your thoughts on this book at the end of today's lessons. Those who don't turn anything in will go without lunch for failing to participate. Wait, what? That's tyranny. Huh, the new sister doesn't play around, huh? Owned. Oh, for a second I thought this was Bennett. So a party of two, correct? We have a table right here, or would you prefer to sit at the counter? Well, this is a bar after all, so why don't take the counter? Sounds good to me. Understood. Right this way, please. It's nice to see this actually work as a as a business. No problems in particular. I see. That's good to hear. Serena, huh? I came here to surprise my brother during his shift. He was embarrassed at first, but he served me like any other customer eventually. I'm glad working here has taught him some professionalism. Oh, there's actually a shop here. I'll say just ingredients. Oh no, actual food. Never mind. Now what's the kid doing here? Wow, everyone's wearing the same clothes as Assy. I wish I could get my own blue parka, then I could match too. Let's talk to Gable. Bah, blasted trade conference. Watch a bunch of malarkey. It's no concern of mine what's going on with the diet, or politics for that matter. They can all go kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. Poor Gable. He went so far. Came so far and got so far, but in the end it doesn't even matter. Oh, it's you guys. Hey Wasi, I heard you fought Waldy you fought Waldy? You fought Wald one-on-one and you beat his ass. And? Did you want to ask me something? You might not like the answer. No, I don't. Wald's the strongest guy there is. I'd never believe your stinking lies. Are we allowed to come in? Oh wow, there's an event here. There's no way Walt got his ass kicked like that. Look who it is. You got some major balls showing your face around here. Was he? So you want a piece of us now? That's it? Fine, bring it, asshole. I'm gonna pummel that pretty boy face in. Hey! Back off, Luganov. Even if what those little punks said was true, us trying to even the score would only make Wald look bad. You think you'd be proud of us for that? Get freaking real. Ugh, damn it. Look, I don't know what you're here for, but if it ain't to pick a fight, then make like a tire and hit the road. If you are looking to throw down, though, that changes things. That was never my intention. Sorry for bothering you, gentlemen. Let's get out of here. Sure. It's like Wald is into here. That's mostly what I wanted to check. I'd love to take a bite out of her buns, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and how's that supposed to help put Wald in a better mood? Well, I thought we could go hit on her at the cathedral later. Your big idea to cheer Wald up is to take him to church? Take him to church to hit on a sister? To take a bite out of her buns? Oh boy. Okay, that should be everything inside the city, I believe. Next, there's one thing outside the city that I want to do before I end the stream, because it's something that I tried to do for the whole of the previous game, and I couldn't find it. Because I could only find a pair of children that were related to the character I was looking for. We're gonna take the car there. So if you go to the police academy, you should be able to find a very special character that was added in the re-release of the game. Oh, I didn't see you there, says the pink-haired girl. Wait, Lloyd? Then this must be the special support section. Who is this? A new cadet from the looks of it. Hey, Juna. Wow, it feels like it's been forever. Your mom did tell me you enrolled at the academy. I guess I should have figured I'd bump into you here. Yep, I joined right after I graduated from Sunday school. Sorry that I haven't had time to catch up or say hi. Still, it's good to see you again, Detective Bannings. Same to you, Cadet Crawford. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the orbital phone. How many cuties from your past are you still hiding from us, Lloyd? From the sound of it, you two used to be neighbors or something? Yeah, we were. You know that apartment building I grew up in? She lives there with her mother and two younger siblings. Uh-huh, Cecile's family has always been great to us. It's nice to meet the rest of you. My name's Juna Crawford. I enrolled at the police academy earlier this year. I've been following along with the SSS ever since I read that Crossbow Times article about what you did during the cult incident. It's an honor to meet you. That's very sweet. It's nice to meet you too, Juna. Oh, I've heard about you from Commander Bales before. She said there was an up-and-coming Cadet Crawford who dreamed of joining the SSS. Well then, no kidding. How does she know? Oh, right, I wrote that down when I applied. Please don't take that down too seriously. I just didn't know what else to put, and besides, it's hardly up to me to decide. I also wouldn't call myself an up-and-comer or anything. I've still got a long way to go before I'm worth being hyped up like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. I know it's tough being the newbie, but hang in there, it gets better. Definitely, and I'll be sure to let your family know we caught up and that you said hi. You would? Thanks, I'd appreciate that. So, if you've ever played Trails from Cold Steel 3 and 4, you'd recognize one of the party members from those games. She only got added to the Trails to Azure game later on, not in the original game, which made it weird to me when I played this game first, like the original version, and then played Trails from Cold Steel 3 and 4, and she had this whole complex about Lloyd and the SSS, and I'm like, who the fuck are you for most of the game? So in the previous game, I noticed that these little kids, which are her siblings, were around, and I spent most of the spots, like between chapters, actually trying to find her. And I never was able to find her because the freaking Crossville police school is closed for the whole game. So it looks like she's only available in this game. So that was interesting. And it's like the first chance you get to actually meet her. So there's some other things that get added into this version of the game that weren't in the original. So there are a couple of other things that you can do outside of the city. You can also just win against Michelle in Palm Party inside the city, which I think is the last thing I'm going to do before I end the stream. But next time there's some stuff you can do in Mainz, in Belgard Gate, and in some other areas. So we're going to do that next time. For now, let me just see if I can beat Michelle real quick, and then I'll probably look into ending the stream. Let's see, play Palm Party. Yep, there he is. Let's hope I'm not trash at this game. I fucked up. I think I can kill him. Yeah. Yeah, the pink-haired girl that we just talked to is a character from Cold Steel 3 and 4. She's one of the protagonists in the party, actually. Her role is a bit strange because she's sort of set up as the protagonist in some ways. She's very similar to Estelle, actually, in the way her character is framed. But Reen exists, so he steals the spot very hard. Honestly, if Reen wasn't the protagonist of 3 and 4, it would probably be her instead. He actually gets a chance in 4 for like the beginning of the game, and then it goes back to Reen. It kind of sucks. So that's like spoilers for Cold Steel 3 and 4, but. So let's check real quick our detective notebook. We did have the CGF training exercise in Tangram Gate. Some stuff in St. Ursula. We'll probably do that later. But Old Home's Sake in Stargazer Tower. And a monster extermination in Older Mortar Road. So we probably want to do these last since they're short term. And then we do have these long-term quests. We'll probably do those early since they're side stuff. Hi brothers, how are you doing? And you're showing up, like, as soon as I start the streams. Love that. But for now, we go to Mainz Mining Town real quick. I think we can probably drive there. Since last time we actually did stop by to get every single chest in the way. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, there is something halfway through that we should probably do. Let's see, where is this? Mainz Mining Town. Stop here. Where the demonic one-shot spiders killed us several times last time we played. Oh, you just got home, Brillis? That's cool. Yeah, I got back like from work like 2 hours ago, so I just unwinded a bit before starting the stream. I guess this is your unwinding time. Or even, what's the side path over here? Oh, I guess I didn't get to pick this up last time. You try checking the chest a second time, only to witness the tiny bearded man in a pointy hat again. He stops his lively jig and glares at you. You quickly close the lid. Have we seen another chest with a tiny bearded man? Tiny chest gnome? Thankfully, I don't think the tiny worms are as annoying as their boss versions. I don't believe. Last time we found one of these, they actually just destroyed us. Completely. I'm trying to find the attack button. I forgot which one it was. I swear, every time I play a new game, I need to go through and remember what button does what.
一気に落とすよ。やれやれ。よし。
Well, it's not that I'm forgetting to scan people, it's that I'm killing things too fast.
さてと。よし。
Shit, well, I can do it now too.
よやこの調子でいきましょう
I saw the ground shake and I immediately started to think, oh, it's gonna do the AoE that killed everyone last time. But no, it's just single target. Or at least not full screen for these enemies.
奇襲成功チャンスです
Can cause earthquakes and landslides when injured.
や
God, these suck. I hate them.
私のピア
チャンスだ。よし。畳。行くよ。
はいやこの調子でいきましょう
There should be a missable item down here that I want to get. A missable key item that will help us with fishing.
任せてくれ。
今だわみんな行くわよ上出来かしら
やるね。
So that's a funny thing, Braylas. I think the enemy designs look kind of neat in this version of the game, like when we have these little Play-Doh models. But when it switches to the 3D games, I think a lot of them look awful. It's like they don't translate very well. Or they're like way more simple than they should be. Obtain bamboo rod. Use that rod to give the Imperial Fishing Club a taste of their own medicine. They're so snobby and they never allow my Erebonian chess buddies to get a word in edgewise. Like, I remember playing... Oh, we're skipping ahead, super. We're skipping way ahead on this story. 47 out of 61. This perplexed Genevieve all the more. You've always kept your anger over this whole arrangement in. You've been so cold, and now look at you. You can't even act angry with... I can't even act angry with you like this. It was actually kind of funny when I was playing Trails of Cold Steel. I kept complaining about like small things in the animation stuff, like people's weapons disappearing when they sheath them, but they weren't like being put away in a way that looked natural at all. Let's say. And it's like very like tiny stuff that it shouldn't even be a problem. I was just getting annoyed just looking at it every time a fight ended. And it got better in later games, but then I went back to like, let's say, this game. And it's much less impressive in most ways. But somehow it didn't annoy me as much, because it just feels like it fit its own style. Like it did its own style properly. And meanwhile, the newly... The new style with the 3D, the proper 3D graphics just looked a bit weird, like unpolished. I think already by Trails of Cold Steel 2, a lot of the animations have been polished up, and they were a lot better in 3 and 4. Though they still sometimes they're kind of janky, like when you compare them to even Tales of games, like those already had like I feel like they had way better animations and models. Okay, actually, let me just go back to the end real quick. I want to make sure that I wasn't able to progress. I can't speak for the later games since those are still... Oh yeah, no, there was a barrier. I can't really talk about later games since those are still not localized and I haven't Haven't played any of them, Reverie onwards. I actually haven't even looked at a lot of footage for Reverie, Kuro, and all that stuff. I am looking forward to playing those when they come out. At least Reverie already has a release date.
どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。到着だ。
Yeah, they don't look great. It's what it is, I guess. At least the the gameplay and story is cool. The characters are cute. You really fall in love with them over the course of the games. Okay, so in mains, I believe you could talk to the mayor for an event, and this will give you DP. So you can upgrade your detective rank. Something about those fellows just doesn't sit right with me. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't split hairs about it. After all, we made a decent bit of mirror off them. True, but we can't be too careful. Remember, we still don't know who's responsible for destroying the gate. Hello, Mayor Bixen, Gans. It's good to see you both. Ah, if it isn't the SSS. It's a very nice soundtrack, right? Sorry about that. We were just discussing something. You're referring to the incident at the old deserted mine, yes? Correct. Since then, we've had several CGF patrols come through to investigate. We still have no leads on the culprit behind the explosives, nor the reason for the phenomenon occurring inside. For now, we've closed the mine up good with a shiny new lock. At least we won't have to worry about anyone wandering inside anymore. In all honesty, that's not the most pressing concern I have. You see, a strange group of people appeared in mines the other day. It's like for a while I called it the Mains Mining Town, and then I realized it's the Mines Mining Town. It's just mines with the phonetic pronunciation. They purchased several huge septium crystals that were worth a small fortune. A strange group? They were, how to put it, distinctive, to say the least. Their leader was a middle-aged man, remarkably well-built too. Now that I think about it, his hair was the same fiery red that Randy sports. Could it be? The Red Constellation? Did they try anything suspicious, other than buying a ton of septium, I mean? Not in particular, but they certainly didn't look like your typical traders. Even so, it's hard not to be suspicious. We never found the culprit behind the incident at the mine, after all. Based on what Randy said earlier, they're probably the ones who set the explosives. Well, we don't have any concrete proof, so let's just hold our tongues for now. But what could a Jaeger Corp hope to accomplish by buying septium crystals? They've got connections to who knows how many rotten traders through Crimson & Co. I'd bet they're peddling those huge chunks of septium for some side cash on the black market. That definitely makes sense. Well, at any rate, I've been meaning to give you something. Gans, if you would. Yeah, got it. Here you go. Received Old Mine Key. Is this the key to the mine outside town? Yep, it's the spare we had lying around. Are you sure this is alright? We are outsiders after all. I know I can trust you as SSS Fault. Should your investigation take you there for any reason, feel free to enter. We recently replaced the ladder, so it should be easier to move around inside. Thank you. We'll make sure to keep this key safe. Okay, I believe that's everything we need to do in mains. Or mines, rather. Sorry, it's hard to go with the right pronunciation. It hurts me a little bit every time I say it. Okay. Yeah, that should be everything here. Other than that, in terms of enemies, in that side path to... What's it called? In that side path to... Let's see, should be up ahead actually, because... Maybe not. It should be something later in the game. In that side path to the tower, I forget which one it was. It's not Stargazer, I don't think. Yeah, the main path, tunnel... Weird, can't find it. Well, in that side path, we analyzed the enemies there. We saw an eagle and an abyss worm. There's also a little palm monster that only shows up with other enemies. That's also one thing you need to keep track of. It's good to have the guide for that kind of thing. I don't particularly care too much. I've already missed a couple of them, so it doesn't really hurt me if I just miss more. But if you're going for 100% on your first playthrough, you might care about those. Okay, now we need to go to Belgard Gate. Let's see. I believe last time we stopped here. We should still be able to get some treasure chests on the way here. So let's stop at the crossroads.
よし着いたぞ
It's so convenient having the car. Now we can actually head up north. North.
そこ奇襲成功チャンスです
Sleep. The chest contains a flyer for an underground hotel. No matter the hour, get a good night's rest with us. Geopron CCC sector.
やっ奇襲成功
I probably shouldn't even bother with these enemies, but it's so quick to just
任せて
drive by murder them.
行くぞ
They gave me 4 XP.
大丈夫か
Later in the game, as your number gets really big, you can just kill them from behind and a fight doesn't even start. Oh, what the hell? It didn't want to fight and then it did. I've heard that Arkin Seal's new Shadow Puppet performance will make 1 to 2 billion Mira. But I guess these are only projected figures. Projected figures Shadow Puppets today. I think I've analyzed every enemy in this road.
皆さんお疲れ様でした
Doesn't look any different from the smaller ones. From the ones we saw before. Oh, there's a monster chest. Let's see what this is about. Of course, if only we didn't have someone interrupting us.
みんな
We just kill them.
行くよ
Oh, what the
今
hell?
のはごめんなさい先に行くわね
Uh-oh. I think we need to run away.
敵出現降臨します
僕の番か
Where are my battle scopes?
それ
Let's just get one and then run away. Yeah, this is level 86. We need to run away. An extremely dense mass of packed earth crushes everything with overwhelming power.
行きます
No
戦
way.
域を離脱しました
So luckily we can just do that. By the way, as I've said before, you can just, I think we're in West Possible, you can just analyze them and without even killing them, you just have your entry in the combat notebook. So in case you don't want to wait until later in the game to actually do that, you can still trigger the fight, analyze them, and run away. We probably do negative damage to them, Rayless. It's not a fight, it's a slaughter. So, this is Belgard Gate? That's right, the CGF unit stationed here is charged with guarding the border we share with the Empire. And remember, Wasi, this is where the Guardians Force commander, Sonia Bells, operates from. Oh, her. I've never met the woman myself, but I've heard she's a cool beauty in her own right. I wouldn't know she's a looker, though a hell of a lot scarier than she is sexy. Okay, Randy. The previous commander was discharged due to the scandal surrounding the cult incident. And good riddance too, we never even saw him on screen. Sonia was already way more of a leader than him anyway. The guy was a lazy bum who pushed all his work on his subordinates while he was whining and dining. That jackass corruption was the whole reason I got robbed into the CGF's rehab training in the first place. He was in collusion with Revash and Hartman and had nonsense prescribed to the guardsmen here. We're having a real as-you-know moment. While we're on the subject, Randy, how did that rehab training go? Pretty smooth. The boys and girls here should be back in fighting form now. No surprise there, though. The one who led it is a real hard-ass when she wants to be. They were totally wrung out by the end. Oh yeah, all this talk about the training reminds me. Heard Muriel's getting a promotion. Muriel? She's that warrant officer we met here, right? Yeah, looks like she's finally gonna get recognized for all her hard work. What do you say we take this chance to visit so I can tease her about it? Maybe try congratulating her instead. But on that note, we should stop by and say hello to Commander Bales too. The commander's probably in her office on the second floor. She may be busy preparing for the trade conference though. Let's set up and find out then. So this is just for a couple of events. I think if you talk to Sonia, to Commander Bales, you actually get an extra DP later. We should also take the chance to talk to Muriel. Always take the chance to talk to characters with portraits, and she got one in this game. Is that you, Randy? Yo, working hard or hardly working? Hahaha, you know me. By the way, I've been meaning to thank you for the rehab training. You got me back in tip-top shape. I couldn't be more grateful for that. Don't sweat it. Only participated because the new commander ordered me to. But if you want to go again, give me a call. We can make a fun weekend trip out of it. Yeah, go back down to the forest. Morale has been at an all-time high ever since Commander Bales was assigned to Belgard Gate. With her support, our recovery from the drugs we took during the cult incident went a lot faster than expected. Sonya and the old commander are basically night and day. There aren't too many people who can't keep up with her training, though. It's a real gut check. You're right about that. All it means is that I've got to buckle down. Especially after Joachim Genter took control of my body during the cult incident. Oh, right, that was him specifically. Still gets under your skin, huh? Give up the good fight, Loggins. You're not in it alone. I like that they reference that, actually, and it's not just a random mook that got taken over. Our big empire is entirely separate from that tiny, tiny crossbow. Assist the Chancellor, huh? So the prince doesn't count as high as him. Interesting. Okay, before we actually go talk to people, I think we can get recipe. Welcome to Belgard. Oh, it's just you, Randy. Why are you here? I thought you were done with training. I am. I just want to drop by and see your pretty face. Oh, sure. And what makes you think I'd believe that? Besides, I'm not sure Kless will take too kindly to you making a pass at me. Randy, that guardsman over there is straining daggers at you. Point taken. I'll try to keep the mojo under control. Keep the mojo in your pants. How do you get the potage? Oh, brace your Wenzel. Alright, let me check out quick where I'm supposed to find it. Oh. A book entitled Make It at Home, Soups Edition, is settling in on the table. Learn the recipe for milk potage. Okay. Let's take a look around. Aha! Sniper barrel. Mama warned me about people like you. You cozy up to a chest, get it to open up, and then leave it all empty inside. I'm a chest breaker. Look at the size of that canyon. You'd die for sure if you fell in. What a rush. This character actually has a name. Also, here's Commander Bales. Let's get our DP. Let's not forget why we came here. Good to see you, Commander Bales. Same to you, Surgeon Major Seeker. I take it your assignment to the SSS is treating you well? It is. I'm learning a lot. So this is the famed commander of the CGF, Miss Sonia Bales, was it? I think she's married to Sergei. You must be quite the capable woman to be able to keep an organization like the Guardian Force in line. That much is for certain. The SSS is in her debt for all the help she's given us. Long time no see, Commander. Belated congratulations on your promotion. Thank you, Detective. Though now that you mention it, it has been a while since we last met. We haven't had much of an opportunity to speak, but with the upcoming trade conference. I can only imagine how busy you are. Indeed, I've been inspecting the area around the conference site nearly every day this month. Our goal is to expect the unexpected when the time comes. Can't blame you, especially with all those foreign dignitaries arriving tomorrow. Sorry we barged in on you, Commander. Maybe this wasn't the best time to visit. On the contrary, you're just the people I wanted to see. I have something I need to tell you all. You do? The other day, a certain group stopped by Belgard Gate. They introduced themselves as the Red Constellation, the most powerful Jaeger Corps in Western Sumeria, and they just showed up. What? They came here directly? They were just gonna say hi. I know you have a history with the Red Constellation, Orlando. That's why I wanted to speak to you about this personally. They say why they were here? No, and according to the guardsmen on duty, they didn't do anything especially suspicious. After arriving, they relaxed in the mess hall for a while. Then they met with a merchant entering from the Empire before leaving the gate together. An Imperial merchant, you say? Maybe it had something to do with Crimson & Co. business. Right, the Shell Corporation used to finance the Red Constellation. That's the most likely conclusion, though I didn't think they'd be so blatant as to operate in the open. The CGF exists to protect Roswell, and yet they waltz right past our best and brightest without a second thought. We can't prove that they've done anything criminal within state boundaries yet. They may not be trying to act covertly, but there's no direct evidence linking them to the incident at the old mine either. If they weren't a bunch of show-offs, they wouldn't be running a fancy club. Thanks for the intel, Sonia. There's no need to thank me. I think it's safe to say the Red Constellation will require some special attention in our security planning for the trade conference. Be sure to inform the CGF as well, should you happen to learn anything more. Roger that, we'll keep our ears open. Okay, she's just repeating what she said at the end of the event. Can we find Mirel? Mirel! Good to see you again, SSS. She's so pretty. Oh, and if it isn't the idiot, I mean, how have you been, Randy? You can't fool me, Mirel. I know how you really feel. You've been getting lonely ever since I went back to the SSS, haven't you? Don't you remember what you said when I walked out the door? Don't go, Randy! Stay with me forever! Shut your big stupid mouth, Baka! I said no such thing. I'm like 2 peas in a pod. Good to see you're doing well, Warrant Officer Morel. Speaking of which, Randy tells us you're in line to receive a promotion. Congratulations. That's right, though to be honest, I don't feel like I deserve it. I was the one who led the assault on the IBC during the cult incident. That should have been a serious offense. Sure, but you guys were just being mind controlled. You're hardly liable for your actions that night, no? So, that's what my head tells me, but my heart is having a harder time forgiving myself. Sheesh, why do you always gotta be so damn stubborn? This promotion is your reward for practically running this place when that old schleimel of a commander was flaking out all the time, yeah? Oh, I said... that was a long sentence, so just take it. Sonia wouldn't have made the offer if she didn't think you earned it. Who are you and what did you do with Randy? What are you talking about? Supportive is my middle name. How do you think I landed this job? You're right. I should accept my new rank with gratitude. Thank you, Randy. Huh? What was that? Nothing. Forget it. His big Sundara energy. Okay, was there anything else here? Let's explore the rest of the building real quick. Some people at the ceiling. We actually see this view from the other side in Cold Steel 1. The closer we get to the start of the conference, the more responsibility we guardsmen have to take on. We have a duty to protect our leaders, like at the very beginning actually. We have a duty to protect our leaders and the dignitaries of every attending nation. Our border security needs to be flawless. Ever since Commander Bales arrived, all of us at Belgard Gate have been a lot more motivated to keep watch. Having someone as capable as her for a superior officer really is a blessing. And that's Belgard's Gate. Or Belgard's Gate, I mean. I feel like I said something different. Okay. The one thing about having a car is that it won't drive itself, so we actually have to go pick it up from the intersection now. Let me check real quick. Do we have anything else here? I mean, I'm already leaving, so... Just running away from the lizard. This is the one thing nice about the bus station. You don't need to bother with finding the car again. Actually, I could have taken it to the intersection now that I think about it. I forgot that there was a bus stop there. Okay, so we got everything from Belgar Gates and Main's Mining Town. I think now we can actually do one of the side quests. We should take our first trip to St. Ursula Road